this is Josh from Atlanta Sports Cards. Here we are with the 2010 Absolute Football Group Break. So this one should be pretty exciting. We're doing one case, sold 32 slots, one for each team. It should be a lot of fun because there should be some awesome patches, some really nice autographs. Hopefully we'll get some nice Tebow, Bradford, all the big guys. So here we go. Thanks. All right, here we are at the team randomizer for the 2010 Absolute Football Group Break. We're going to do it the same way we did the Topps Chrome Football one. We've got all the slots listed here. We've got the teams listed here. We're going to call out Arizona since they're the #1 team. Pull out a ball. I'm sorry, we're going to call out the slot, D and Dizzy. We're going to pull out a ball, whatever number coincides with the team, that's what team he gets. So without further ado, here we go. D and Dizzy is up first. They're slot #1. Slot #1 is number 10. That's Denver Broncos. So D and Dizzy, it's Denver Broncos. Slot #2, Lee Miller. Lee Miller, number 2. And Lee Miller gets 32. That's the Washington Redskins. So Washington for Lee Miller. Up next is Prime Cards, slot #3. Slot #3, Prime Cards, is 2. That's Atlanta. So the Falcons go to slot #3. Number 4 is I Better Win. I Better Win, number 9, Dallas. So Dallas for I Better Win. Next up is J. Hay Collector. J. Hay Collector, slot #5 is 16. 16 is Kansas City. So Kansas City for J. Hay. Excuse me. Up next is Hockey Fights. Hockey Fights. Number 7. Number 7 is the Cincinnati Bengals. Alright. Up next is Pacer Jones. Pacer Jones. Pacer Jones gets number 19. 19 is New England. Okay, next up is Dino. Dino, number 4. Number 4 is Buffalo. Next up is Joe Bob Mort. Joe Bob Mort with number 24. 24 is Philadelphia. Next up is I Better Win in their second slot. Their second slot is 14. The Indianapolis Colts. Next up is M. Gasha 78. M. Gasha 78. Number 17. That's Miami. Next up is Mel Vaney. Mel Vaney. Number 29. 29 is the St. Louis Rams. Next up is JReb 77. JReb 77 is 6. 6 is Chicago. Next up is Kilo Monster. Kilo Monster. Number 15. 15 is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Next up is Dunkaroo 1. Dunkaroo 1, number 30. Tampa Bay. Next up is Rare Luck. Rare Luck is number 11. Number 11 is Detroit. Next up is Lee Miller. Lee Miller 99 for a second slot. Number 22. 22 is the New York Jets. Next up is Astrock. Astrock, number 28. That's Seattle. Next up is TYI. Number 18. 18, Minnesota. Next up is I Better Win for its third slot. I Better Win's third slot, number 5, Carolina. Next up is Glenamy 1999. Glenamy 1999, number 8, Cleveland Browns. Next up is Hockey Fights. Their second slot, I believe. Number 20. 20 is the New Orleans Saints. Next up is Brian Shaft. Brian Shaft, number 25. 25 is Pittsburgh. Next up is Vinny Vegas. Vinny Vegas, one of his 4 slots. Vinny Vegas, first slot, number 31, Tennessee. Next up is J-Reb 77. Number 27. So their second spot is San Francisco 49ers. Next up is Astrock. Their second slot. Number 26. San Diego Chargers. Next up is Vinny Vegas' second slot. Vinny Vegas' second slot, number 12. Green Bay. Next up is Yanks and Beans. Yanks and Beans, number 3. Baltimore. Next up is Vinny Vegas' third slot. Number 13. Houston. Next up is Glenamy 1999. Actually already fell down. Number 23. The Oakland Raiders. Next up is Hockey Fights. I believe it's their third slot. Number 1. Arizona Cardinals. And the last one for Vinny Vegas should be the New York Giants, number 21. And it is. So 21 New York Giants. All right. We'll get the break going here in a second. Thanks.